Hi, my loves. Welcome back to LaFit Studio. Today I'm going to be taking you through a glutes and abs class on the reformer. I'm going to have you guys start with 3 red springs or 3 heavy springs for your footwork. If you'd like to go a little bit lighter, you can do 2 reds, a blue and a white, 2 heavies, a medium and a light spring if you don't have a marathon reformer. Headrest can be up or down. I do like my headrest up for footwork, and then place your straps down on the mat. We're going to lie all the way down to start. Head is on the headrest. Your heels are on the bar hip distance. You're in a nice neutral spine here. Take a big inhale here. Flexing through the feet on your exhale, you're going to press that carriage all the way out. Take an inhale as you draw that carriage all the way in. Full extension of those legs, lengthening out, and then inhale, drawing in. We're here for 10. Inhale, drawing in. Exhale, big press out here for 9. Lengthening out through the quads as you press that foot bar away from you. Ribs stay pressed down. Bra line is down. It's just that little tiny gap between the lower back and the mat for that neutral spine. We're here for another 4. Full range here for another 3. Exhale, lengthen out. We've got 2 more here. Those knees trace over those toes as you draw that carriage in and out. 1 more here. We're going to lengthen those legs out. You're going to draw that carriage halfway in. Hold that squat here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Pelvis is heavy. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Going into pulses here for 10. Little pulses, slow and controlled. 9, 6. Little pulses here for 5, 4, and 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let's lengthen all the way out. Take an inhale as you draw that carriage in. Lovely. Let's walk down onto those arches of the feet here. Staying parallel hip distance. Taking that inhale here at the stopper, and then exhale as you lengthen out those legs nice and long. Inhale, draw it in. Beautiful. You're going to wrap those toes around the bar like you're a bird. Inhale, draw it in. Good. Getting a little bit more spicy on those quads. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, big press out. We're here for another 8. Exhale, lengthen out here for 7. Press out, lengthen here for 5. Not in any rush here with this footwork. 4. 3 more here. Then we're going to hold that squat in 3. Knees trace over those toes. Big press out. 2. 1 more here. Let's lengthen those legs all the way out. Draw that carriage halfway in. Hold that squat here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2. Tiny pulses here for 10, 9. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. 8, 7. Don't rush through it here. 6. Stay with that breath for 5. And 4. Good. You got it for 3. And 2. And 1. Let's lengthen all the way out. Squeeze those quads. Squeeze the glutes. Take an inhale as you draw that carriage in. Beautiful work, guys. We're now going to lift up onto those toes. The ball of the feet, all 10 toes are on the bar. You're still in that neutral spine. Big inhale here. Then on your exhale, let's lengthen all the way out. Take an inhale as you draw that carriage in. You're in that high heel position, keeping those heels nice and high as you draw that carriage in and out. You want to keep those heels at that same height for this whole flow here. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, big press out. Good. We're here for another 6. And lengthen out, squeeze. We're here for 5. Perfect, lovelies. 3 more here for 3. Staying with that breath in 2. 1 more here. Inhale, bend. Lengthen those legs out. Draw that carriage halfway in. Hold that squat here for 10, 9, 8. Oh, my quads are burning. 7, 6, 5. Starting to feel the shakes in 4. 3. We're going to pulse into 1, little pulses. 10, 9, and 8. Keep those heels lifted for me. 7, 6, shaking's normal. 5, and 4, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, let's lengthen out and hold those legs long. I want you to drop both heels under the bar. Take a nice calf stretch here. Exhale, lift those heels high. Good. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift up, lift those heels. Good. Just 5 more calf raises here at your own pace. In 3, 2, 1. Lift those heels up. Now bend your right knee, lengthen, drop that left heel down. Find that single leg calf stretch. It should feel delicious. And then go through center, other side. Oh, that is good. And other side again. Picking up the pace a little bit through center, other side. You're going to go into your running here. Just start to pick up that pace. Dropping the left heel, then the right. We're here for 10. Burning out those calves now. 5 more running. And 3, 2, 1. Lift both heels up. Bending those knees. Draw the carriage all the way in. Beautiful. Grab hold of the shoulder rest if you need. Just rock those knees side to side. Take a nice stretch for that lower back. Oop, did you hear that? That was a nice crack of the spine. Love it. All right, guys, we're going to go into some bridging here. So your headrest is going to go down. I'm going to sit all the way up, and I'm going to go on 2 red springs for this one, which is 2 heavy springs. We want to keep the carriage in for this series here. So your heels are back on the bar, hip distance. If you need to scoot a little bit further away from the shoulder rest, go for it. We're going to keep that carriage in here, taking that inhale and that neutral spine. And then on your exhale, you're going to tuck the pelvis, lifting those hips up into your bridge, up on that bra line, those shoulder blades. Squeeze those glutes, take an inhale at the top. And then exhale, melt that spine all the way down. Lovely. Back into that neutral. Again, let's tuck the pelvis. Roll that spine up, squeezing those glutes, pulling those heels in towards your glutes. Inhale at the top and then exhale, let's melt down. Beautiful work, guys. We're here for another 6. Nice articulation of that spine. Keeping on pulling those ribs down towards the spine here, making sure they're not flaring up in that bridge. Shoulders stay pulled down. And slowly melt down. Sometimes I like to double check that my headrest is down. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Squeeze those glutes. And melt it down. We're here for another 2 more bridges for this articulation. Tuck that pelvis. Pull those heels towards the glutes. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Inhale. Exhale, melt down. Lovely. It should feel really nice on your back. It sure does for me. After a big morning of teaching. Roll it all the way up here and hold your next bridge here. Your right leg now goes into tabletop. We're going to drop that right leg down to the foot bar. Lift your left leg in tabletop. Drop it down to the foot bar. We're just marching those legs here for 10. Keeping those hips nice and stable, nice and still as you march. Keeping that carriage pulled in. Keeping those glutes squeezed. 5. Slow and controlled is the name of the game. 3 more marches here for 3. 2. And 1. Let's bring both heels on that foot bar. Keep those hips lifted. You're going to drop those hips halfway down. Hinge. Exhale, squeeze those glutes all the way up. Halfway down, hinge. Exhale, all the way up, squeeze. Good. We're here for 10 here. 10. Exhale, lift up, squeeze those glutes. 4, 9. Exhale, lift up, squeeze. 8. 7. Again, knees Trail over those toes. And lift, squeeze. 5 more here, guys. You got it for 5. Finding length through those quads as you lift those hips up. 4. 3 more here for 3. Let's lift all the way up. Squeeze the glutes. We're here for 2. And lift, squeeze. 1 more here. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift up, hold. You're going to give me tiny pulses up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly melt the spine all the way down. Grab hold of those shoulder rests again. Rock those knees to one side. Gaze over to the other. Beautiful. Switching sides. Oh, feels so good on the back. Back center. Good. Now let's slowly roll all the way up. Perfect, guys. Alrighty, we're going to give those legs a little bit of a break now. Let's just pop on one blue spring, which is one medium spring. Take off your heavies. We're going to lie back down again. Headrest can be up. And then let's pop on our straps. Just hook them up so they're ready to go. And then we're going to lie back down onto the carriage. Oop, grab your hair. Alrighty. We're going to go into some ab work here and some single arm work. So we're going to hold onto the right short loop here. Headrest can again go up if you would prefer. We're going to tuck the pelvis here into that imprinted spine, and you're going to press the right arm just above your shoulders. You're going to pull those abs in, tuck that pelvis, bring one leg in tabletop, and then when you're ready, bring the other leg in tabletop. Good. So this is a very light spring for your arms here, which means it's going to go deep, deep, deep into that core, which is exactly what we want right now. We're going to take a big inhale here. And then on your exhale, you're going to press that right arm down to the hip. Inhale, lift that arm straight up. Exhale, press the right arm down to the hip. Inhale, lifting that right arm straight up. Good. We've got 8 presses here. You're working those obliques. You're pressing both hips down as evenly as you can. Good, nice and slow. We're here for another 3. We're going to add on a single leg extension into. 1 more here. Press that right arm to the hips. Lift that right arm up. When you're ready, you're going to lengthen that same leg now. So as your right arm lowers, your right leg lengthens over the foot bar. Inhale, lift the arm. Bring that leg back into tabletop. Same side. Press, lengthen. Inhale, draw it in. Perfect. We're here for 8. Exhale, lengthen. Press the arm down to the hip. 7. Perfect, guys. Keep that imprinted spine. We don't want any arch in that lower back here. Press, lengthen for 4. Just lower that right leg low enough before your lower back arches. We don't want to go too low. We don't want to go under the foot bar. Don't want to do that. And if you need it a little bit easier, feel free to keep the legs in tabletop or bring the leg a little bit higher. We're going to add on now, you're going to lengthen your opposite leg as you press that right arm down. So that left leg lengthens and then bring everything back into tabletop. Good. Left leg lengthens, press that right arm. Inhale, draw it in. Oh, the air just came on. Whew, good timing. I'm starting to sweat a little bit, starting to glisten. Lengthen. It's only May and the Los Angeles weather is already starting to become summertime, and I don't think I'm mentally ready for it yet. So we need that aircon on. Exhale, lengthen, press. Beautiful, guys. I'm feeling it. I hope you are already. We're here for another 3 more on this side. We're going to go into double leg extension in 2. Keep tucking that pelvis. Shoulders pull down. 1 more here. Beautiful. Keep those legs in tabletop. Hold. When you're ready, you're going to lengthen both legs over that foot bar as you press just that left arm, that right arm down. Inhale, back center. Exhale, press, lengthen. Inhale, center. Good. So watch those abs here. Feel free to bring your left hand onto your tummy just to make sure your abs aren't doming. You're tucking that pelvis, keeping that lower back pressed down towards the mat. We're here just for another 3. You see how my legs are lifting up a little bit now because I felt my back starting to arch. So try not to, we're no heroes over here, you know. We got to listen to our body. If something doesn't feel good, we always modify. Good. Final one, guys. Press. I want you to hold. Lengthen the legs, lengthen the arm, and hold it for 10. Shoulders pull down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift the arm, bend the legs in tabletop. Drop the feet on the foot bar. You can place that loop back onto the hook and just rock those knees side to side. Lovely. All right, guys, we're going to go straight to the other side. Okay, so your left hand is up now towards the sky. Just going to make sure my hair isn't going to get caught. Left arm is up towards the sky in that short loop. Right arm is down. When you're ready, those legs are going to go into tabletop, tucking that pelvis again. When you're ready, just press that left hand down to the hip. Take an inhale as you lift up. Good. So this side might feel a little bit different, might feel a little bit harder for most people. I am left-handed, but I'm more dominant on my right side, interesting enough. So this side is definitely my weaker side when it comes to movement. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. We're here for 6. Lower back is planted on the mat. 5. Pointing through the toes. 4. Lovely, guys. 3 more here. As you press that arm down, really bring that left shoulder blade down as much as you can. Make sure it's not hiking up towards your ears. 1 more here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press that left arm down. Good. On your next set, guys, you're going to lengthen that left leg as you press that left arm down. Take an inhale as you go back center. Exhale, lengthen the left leg. Press the left arm down. Inhale back. Really nice, guys. Deep core here. Working those obliques. Love working unilateral movements. It's like such a favorite of mine. It's so important. We're all so imbalanced. I probably say this every class. Inhale, lift. Beautiful. We're here for another 4. Staying with that breath. For 3. We're going to switch sides here in 2. Good. 1 more here, guys. Let's press that left arm. Left leg extends. Draw it back into tabletop. Now switch legs now. Press that left arm, lengthen the right leg. Bring everything back center. And lengthen the right leg. Press. And center. Good. Pull those abs down towards that back. Belly button to spine. For 7. Press down, lengthen for 6. Really lovely. 5 more here for 5. Good. Final 3 on this side. Gonna go into your double leg extension in 2. Great, guys. 1 more here. Back, center, hold. Retuck that pelvis if you need. On your next exhale, press that left arm down, lengthen both legs long. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, lengthen both legs long. Press that left arm down. Back in. We're here for 8, guys. Final 8 for those abs here. Exhale, press, lengthen, reach. 7. 6. Lovely work, guys. We're here for 5. And 4. For 3, press. In 2. 1 more here. You got it. Press those arms down. Hold those legs long. Hold for 10, 9. Shoulders down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift that left arm. Bring those legs back to the foot bar. Place that loop on the strap. Take that supine twist 1 more time. A lot of supine twists today, guys. You're welcome. And then rock over the other side. Whew, she's got a sweaty back. We love it. Let's get you all the way up. All right. So we're going to go into some sideline glutes. Let's pop on, what do I want you guys to do? Let's pop on a white spring with that blue spring. So we've got one medium, one light spring. I'm going to go grab my pillow. So with your sideline work, feel free to use a ball, or if you have a little pillow. I prefer this. A lot of my clients prefer to use a pillow. Everyone likes different things. So if you have a pillow, great. If you don't have anything for your head, feel free to lift up the headrest, lie completely down, or you can go on your forearm. Oop, I don't know why I dropped that. Okay, so we're going to now lie on our side. Hips are scooped back. Make sure your hair is tucked. Thank you. I didn't want to have my hair up today because I just blow dried it. All right, you're going to grab that loop in front of you. You're going to place it over your thighs, okay? Stacking those knees. Make sure those hips are scooted back. And then you're having a little lift between your bottom oblique and the mat, lifting up through the waist. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to have you guys start with some fire hydrants. We're going to lift that top thigh up and then lower it down. Lifting the top thigh up and then lowering it down. Good. Keeping that top hip facing forward. I don't want anyone rolling back behind you with that hip. I want you to feel it in the glutes. This is a glutes and abs class, remember? So after this series, the glutes should be kind of on fire. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower down. Beautiful. We're here for another 8, 7, 6. Good. Squeeze that left glute at the top for 5. For 4. Great. 3 more here in 3, 2. 1 more here. You're going to hover that knee in line with your hip. Hold. You're going to lengthen that left leg over the foot bar. Bend the knee in and then lower it straight down. Exhale, lift, hold. Press, lengthen over the foot bar. Inhale, bend. Stack the knees, lower down. Good for 8. Lengthen, press. Bend. Lower. Good. 7. And 6. Lift. And press. And bend. Lower. Beautiful. We're here for 5. Ooh. And 4. And press. 3 more here. Oh, it's burning for 3. And 2. Lift. Press out. Good. 1 more here. We're going to keep that top thigh lifted. Hold. We're going to press that left leg over the foot bar. Bend it in. Hold. Press it out. Draw it in. Beautiful. Really lovely, guys. We're here for another 8. Bend and stretch. 7. And press, lengthen. 6. 5 more. You got it. Press for 5. And 4. 3 more. You got it. Press, lengthen for 3. And 2. Watch that hip. Oof. 1 more here. Lengthen. Hold it. Pulse it up for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend it in. Draw it all the way in. Whew. Tap out that glute. Let's get you guys up. And then take off that short loop. And then place it back on the hook. Okay, into some planking. In the interim, I'm going to quickly pop my hair in a little situation where we plank. So I'm going to have you guys, I love planking on a white spring, which is a light spring. So if you guys want to go a little bit more advanced, go for the white spring or the light spring. If not, just take off that white spring and keep your 1 medium spring on, 1 blue spring. I'm going to pop my foot bar down for this one here. And if you have, actually, let's use the platform extender. If you have a platform extender, pop it on. If you don't, that's totally fine. You can use just the regular platform, the wooden platform over here. All right, let's face. We'll pop the pillow down. Okay, so we are now going to go into some planking on our hands. If you prefer not to plank on your hands, if you have any wrist issues, that's totally fine. You can go on your forearms as well. Alrighty, so hands are going to be just in front of those shoulder rests here. You're going to curl those toes, hover those knees off the mat and press out into your plank, holding it here. Inhale through the nose, slight tuck of that pelvis. Exhale, pull in. We're going to go into some knee tucks here. Bend those knees in. Exhale, press out for 10. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press out. 9. Looking straight over that headrest. Knees pull in and out. 6. Lovely work, guys. 5 more here for 5. Press out for 4. 3 more here. You got it in 3. In 2. 1 more here. Let's lengthen out and hold. We're going to just press the carriage out as far as we can and then pull in. Nice little saws of the carriage out and in. We're here for another 8. Little movement here. Starting to feel those shakes of the abs. Squeeze those glutes. 5 more. For 4. Good. 3 more. And 2. 1 more here. Press that carriage out and hold it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw it in. Whew. Take that child's pose. Sit those hips back onto those heels. Reach those arms long. Beautiful. All righty, guys. 1 more set of planks. Hands go back on the mat, on the carriage. You're going to hover those knees up. Again, if you'd like to go on your hands, go for it. If you want to go on those forearms, you can. We are going to pike. So we're just tucking the chin to chest, bringing that carriage in, try and hit the stopper, and then press all the way out again. Tuck, scoop from the lower belly, draw that carriage in, control it, and press out. Good, we're here just for another 5. Scoop round the back, pull those abs in. For 4. Really good, guys. Final 3. And 2. Final pike here. Inhale. Exhale. Bend those knees. Draw that carriage in. Whew. Lovely work. Oh, my hands are so sweaty. Roll out those wrists. We are going to go to the other side now to finish off class. Final bit of work. Pop that pillow back into your headrest. We can remove your platform. And then if you are on that white spring, pop your blue spring on with that. If you were just on your blue spring, add your white spring. Let's do the other side for those glutes. Okay, so let's make sure you have your short strap. You can use a long strap too with this one. Oh, hi, I have pineapple hair. That's great. Fantastic. All right, so we're going to sit those hips back, grab that loop, place it over your thigh. All righty, so make sure those hips are scooted back. Your head is resting on the pillow or the ball. You're lifting up through the bottom obliques. Knees are stacked. We're starting with those fire hydrants, guys. You got it. Take an inhale. Exhale. You're going to lift that top thigh up and then lower down. And lift. Lower. Keeping that carriage nice and still for 8. Squeezing that top glute. You got it. Placing that hand on your top hip just to make sure that your hip is not rolling back. We don't want to fall off the carriage today. Lift and low. You want to keep it right in the glutes. Perfect. In 4. Exhale, lift up here for 3. In 2. One more here. We're just going to hold that top knee in line with your hip, pointing through your toes. Let's press that leg all the way out. Lengthen over the foot bar. Bend the right knee in. Lower it down. And again, lift. Pressing out over the bar. Bending it in. And then dropping it down. Good. Making sure here you're not tucking your pelvis at all. You've got that nice neutral spine. You're sticking your ass out. So you really make sure you feel this in the glute. And drop. 4, 5. Exhale, lift 4. 3 more here, guys, and 3. And press out, squeeze. 4, 2. Oh, second side is always worse. 1 more here. Let's lift that top thigh and hold. We're going to press that carriage out. Draw that carriage in. Hold that knee lifted. Big press out. And in. Holy shit, we're here for another 8. It really looks like nothing, but I mean, all of us Pilates girls know it works so much. And press out, squeeze. Draw it in. Lovely. 4, 4. We're pressing out and lengthening for 3. Keep your hips lifted, I know, in 2. 1 more here. We're going to lengthen out over that foot bar. Hold it. You're going to give me tiny pulses up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You got it. Final 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bend that knee in. Oh, tap out your top glute. And you're going to sit all the way up. We did it, guys. Good job. Let's slowly take off that strap. And I want to have you guys just end with an eaves lunge. So let's keep you guys on the blue and white spring. Pop your foot bars up. You can place the pillow just on the platform. Alrighty, hands are going to go on that foot bar. Let's cool down just for a little bit. Bring your right foot up against the shoulder rest. Press the carriage all the way out. Sink deep into your lunge. Holding it here. Oh, fantastic. I love this stretch. Inhale as you draw the carriage in. Press the carriage out one more time. Bend through the left knee. Make sure you're lifting up through those abs. Drawing it in. One more time. Let's now lengthen, flex that left foot, lengthen that left leg. Go into that hamstring stretch. And in. One more time. Press that carriage out. Lengthen through that left leg. Try and keep those hips square. Inhale, draw it in. Beautiful. Let's pop on over to the other side. Left foot is up against the shoulder rest. Right foot is in line with the foot bar. Chest is lifted, bending through that right leg, lengthening out through that left. Ooh, hip flexors are tight. Fantastic. Inhale, draw that carriage in. Exhale, press out into that lunge one more time. Beautiful. Now flex through that right foot. Lengthen out that right leg. See how unflexible I am? This is really not hiding anything. Oh, God. Inhale, draw it in. One more time here, guys. Big press out, flex through that right foot, lengthen that right leg. And draw that carriage in. Beautiful work, guys. I hope you had a lovely time during this glutes and abs class, and I hope to see you next time. Have a fabulous rest of your day. Mwah.